Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent English Podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. How's it going, Alex?
Pretty good, pretty good. You know, I was thinking about something funny the other day.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, I was talking to a student and she asked me why we say it's raining cats and dogs when it's, just water falling from the sky, not actual cats and dogs.
Oh my gosh, yes. English idioms are so weird when you really think about them.
Right? So we thought, hey, let's make a whole episode about this. Today we're talking about 10 English idioms that make absolutely no sense.
And honestly, even as native speakers, sometimes we use these expressions without thinking about how bizarre they actually are.
Exactly. So if you're learning English and you hear these phrases and think, what? That doesn't make any sense. Don't worry, you're totally right. They don't make sense.
But we use them all the time anyway.
So, grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into some really strange English expressions.
All right, should we start with the one you just mentioned? Raining cats and dogs?
Yeah, let's do it. So, idiom number 1. It's raining cats and dogs.
Okay, so literally this sounds like animals are falling from the sky, right? Like cats and dogs are just dropping from the clouds.
Which would be absolutely terrifying.
Right? Can you imagine looking out your window and seeing that? But of course, that's not what it means at all.
Nope. When we say it's raining cats and dogs, we just mean it's raining very, very heavily.
Yeah, like a really strong rainstorm. So you might say, wow, it's raining cats and dogs out there. I'm not going outside without an umbrella.
Exactly. Or we had to cancel the picnic because it was raining cats and dogs.
Do you know where this expression comes from?
I've heard different theories, but nobody really knows for sure. Some people think it's from Old England, but honestly, the origin is kind of a mystery.
Which makes it even weirder. We just use it without knowing why.
Typical English. All right, what's number 2?
Okay, number 2 is one of my favorites. Piece of cake.
Ooh, yes, this one's good.
So if you don't know this idiom and someone says, don't worry, it's a piece of cake, you might think they're talking about actual cake.
Right, like dessert. But no, when we say something is a piece of cake, we mean it's very easy.
Super easy, like no problem at all.
Yeah, so for example, that test was a piece of cake. I finished it in 10 minutes.
Or, learning to ride a bike was difficult at first, but now it's a piece of cake.
I use this one all the time. Like, someone might ask, can you help me move this table? And I'll say, sure, piece of cake.
But here's what's funny. Why cake? Why not piece of bread or piece of pizza?
Good question. I guess because eating cake is enjoyable and easy?
Maybe, though sometimes cake can be pretty heavy.
True, true. You know what's funny? We have another idiom that means the opposite.
What's that?
That's a tough cookie, when something is difficult.
Oh yes, so many food idioms.
English really loves food, apparently.
Okay, moving on to number 3. Break a leg.
Oh, this one is so confusing for learners.
Right? Because if you hear this for the first time, it sounds really mean.
Exactly. Like, imagine you're about to give a presentation and your friend says, break a leg. You'd think, wait, why do you want me to break my leg? That's terrible.
But actually, it's the complete opposite. Break a leg means good luck.
Yeah, we use it especially in theater and performance situations.
Right. So if your friend is about to perform in a play, you might say, break a leg, you're going to do great.
Or before a big presentation at work, break a leg in there.
Now, this one actually has an interesting origin. Do you know it?
I think it comes from the theater world, right? Something about old superstitions?
Yeah. Actors believed that saying good luck was actually bad luck, so they started saying the opposite, wishing something bad would happen because they thought it would bring good luck instead.
That's so superstitious.
Theater people are very superstitious. They'd have all kinds of weird traditions.
Well, now everyone uses it, not just actors. It's pretty common.
Absolutely. Just remember, if someone tells you to break a leg, they're being nice, not mean.
All right, number 4, spill the beans.
Ooh, I love this one.
So what does it literally sound like?
Well, literally, it sounds like you're knocking over a container of beans and they're going everywhere.
Right, beans all over the floor.
But actually, spill the beans means to reveal a secret or tell information that was supposed to be private.
Yeah, like if your friend is planning a surprise party and you accidentally tell the person, someone might say, "Oh no, you spilled the beans."
Exactly. Or, come on, spill the beans. I know you're hiding something.
It's usually used in kind of a playful way, right?
Yeah, it's not super serious. It's like when you're gossiping with friends or talking about secrets.
So you might say, "Sarah finally spilled the beans about her new boyfriend."
Or, don't spill the beans about the surprise. Keep it secret.
I wonder why beans specifically. Why not spill the rice or spill the coffee?
I have no idea. English is so random sometimes.
Maybe beans were important in ancient times, like valuable.
Could be. I've heard one theory that it comes from ancient Greece, where they used beans for voting. If you knocked over the beans before the vote was finished, you'd reveal how people voted.
Oh, that's interesting. So you'd literally spill the secret by spilling the beans.
Exactly. But who knows if that's really true?
All right, halfway through. Number 5. Hit the hay.
This is such a funny one.
So hit the hay, literally, it sounds like you're punching hay, like the stuff horses eat.
Right, just walking up to a pile of hay and hitting it.
But actually, it means to go to bed, to go to sleep.
Yeah, so you might say, I'm so tired, I'm going to hit the hay.
Or, it's getting late, I think I'll hit the hay soon.
It's pretty informal, though. You wouldn't use it in a business email or anything.
No, definitely not. It's casual, like talking to friends or family.
Now this one, I think the origin makes a bit more sense.
Yeah? Tell us.
Well, back in the day, like hundreds of years ago, people used to sleep on mattresses stuffed with hay.
Oh, right, before modern beds.
So when you went to bed, you literally hit the hay, like you'd flop down onto your hay mattress.
That actually makes sense. One of the few that does.
Right? At least this one has some logic to it.
There's a similar expression too, hit the sack.
Oh yeah, same meaning, go to sleep, because sack is like a bag, and old mattresses were kind of like sacks filled with hay or straw.
See, these old expressions are interesting when you know the history.
Okay, number 6, under the weather.
This one's so common. We use it all the time.
We do. So under the weather, if you think about it literally, we're always under the weather, right? Like the weather is above us in the sky.
That's true. We're always technically under the weather.
But when we say someone is under the weather, we mean they're sick, not feeling well.
Yeah, usually just a little bit sick, nothing too serious.
Right, like if you have a cold or you're just feeling a bit off.
So you might call into work and say, "I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. I think I'll stay home."
Or your friend asks, "Want to go out tonight?" And you say, "No thanks, I'm feeling a little under the weather."
It's a polite way to say you're sick without giving too many details.
Exactly. You don't have to say, "I have a terrible headache and my stomach hurts." You just say, "I'm under the weather," and people understand.
Do you know where this one comes from?
I think it's nautical, like from sailing ships.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when sailors got seasick, they would go below deck, underneath the weather, to feel better.
Oh, that makes sense. So they were literally going under the weather, like under the deck, away from the bad weather.
Exactly. And then it became a general term for feeling sick.
I love when these idioms have actual logical origins. All right, number 7. Costs an arm and a leg.
Oh, this is such a dramatic one.
Right? So literally, it sounds horrifying, like you have to give up your actual arm and leg to buy something.
Which would be terrible, but of course it just means something is very expensive.
Yeah, really expensive. Too expensive.
So you might say, "I'd love to buy that car, but it costs an arm and a leg."
Or, "This apartment is nice, but the rent costs an arm and a leg."
You can also say, "That coffee costs an arm and a leg," if you're complaining about expensive coffee.
$5 lattes?
Exactly. But here's something interesting. We only use this for things that are too expensive, right? Like we're complaining.
Right. You wouldn't say, "I'm so happy this costs an arm and a leg." That wouldn't make sense.
No, it's always a complaint. Like, ugh, it costs an arm and a leg.
Do you know where this expression started?
I've heard different stories. Some people think it comes from old paintings. Like in the old days, painters charged more if they had to paint your full body, including arms and legs.
Oh, interesting. So a portrait with just your face was cheaper than a full-body portrait.
Exactly, but I don't know if that's really true or just a story.
Either way, it's a very visual idiom.
It is very dramatic. Okay, number 8. Bite the bullet.
Another intense one.
Right? So literally, biting a bullet sounds painful and weird.
Very weird. But bite the bullet means to do something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding.
Yeah, like to finally face a problem or do something hard.
So you might say, I really don't want to have that difficult conversation with my boss, but I need to bite the bullet and do it.
Or, I've been avoiding the dentist for months, but I need to bite the bullet and make an appointment.
It's about being brave and doing something you don't want to do.
Exactly, even though it's hard or scary or unpleasant.
Now this one has a really interesting and kind of dark origin.
Oh yeah? Tell everyone.
So back in the days before modern medicine, like during wars, if a soldier needed surgery, they didn't have anesthesia.
Oh no.
Right, so to help them deal with the pain, they would give them a bullet to bite down on during the operation.
That's so intense.
I know, so they literally bit a bullet while enduring something very painful.
And now we use it for anything difficult, even if it's not that extreme. Like, I need to bite the bullet and clean my garage is not quite the same as surgery.
No, definitely not. But we use it for all kinds of situations now. Number 9. Let the cat out of the bag.
Another cat idiom.
English loves cats and dogs. So many animal idioms.
True. So, let the cat out of the bag. Literally, it's about a cat in a bag, I guess.
Which is weird already. Why is there a cat in a bag?
Right? But actually, this idiom means to reveal a secret, similar to spill the beans.
Yeah, they're very similar. When you let the cat out of the bag, you've told something that was supposed to be secret.
So you might say, I accidentally let the cat out of the bag about the promotion.
Or, don't let the cat out of the bag. This needs to stay confidential.
Now, the story behind this one is interesting, though it might not be true.
Oh yeah? What's the story?
So supposedly, in old markets, people would sell pigs in bags. But sometimes dishonest sellers would put a cat in the bag instead of a pig.
Oh no.
Right? So if someone opened the bag before buying it, if they let the cat out of the bag, they'd discover the trick.
Wow, so they'd reveal the secret that it wasn't actually a pig.
Exactly. The secret would be out.
That's sneaky. I don't know if that story is real, but it's a good story.
Yeah, who knows? But it's fun to think about. All right, last one. Number 10. Kick the bucket.
Oh, we're ending on a dark one.
Yeah, this one's a bit morbid.
So, kick the bucket is a very informal, almost humorous way to talk about death.
Yeah, when someone kicks the bucket, it means they died.
Right. It's definitely informal, though. You wouldn't say this in a serious or sad situation.
No, never. It's more for jokes or casual conversation. Like in a movie, someone might say, if I kick the bucket, make sure you feed my cat.
Or you might hear it in a joke. I'm going to eat ice cream every day until I kick the bucket.
Exactly. It's kind of lighthearted, even though it's about death.
But yeah, don't use this at a funeral or anything serious.
Definitely not.
So why kick the bucket? That's so random.
There are actually a few theories about this one.
Really?
Yeah. One theory is that it comes from when people would stand on a bucket to hang themselves. Sorry, that's dark. And then kick the bucket away.
Oh, wow. That is dark.
I know. Another theory is about pig slaughtering, where pigs were hung on a beam called a bucket, and they would kick while dying.
These origins are pretty grim.
They are, but the idiom itself is used in a much lighter way now.
Yeah, it's almost funny how we turn something dark into a casual expression.
English is weird like that.
All right, so there you have it. 10 English idioms that make absolutely no sense when you think about them literally.
But we use them all the time anyway.
Exactly. So if you're learning English and you hear these expressions, now you know what they really mean.
And you also know that native speakers think they're weird, too.
Yeah, we just don't think about it most of the time.
So, let's do a quick review. We covered
It's raining cats and dogs. Raining heavily.
piece of cake, very easy.
Break a leg. Good luck.
Spill the beans, reveal a secret.
Hit the hay. Go to sleep.
Under the weather, feeling sick.
Costs an arm and a leg. Very expensive.
Bite the bullet, do something difficult.
Let the cat out of the bag. Reveal a secret.
And kick the bucket, to die.
Now here's our challenge for you listeners.
Ooh, I love this.
What are some idioms in your language that don't make sense?
Yeah, every language has weird expressions. We want to hear yours.
Leave a comment and tell us an idiom from your language, what it literally means, and what it actually means.
We'd love to learn about idioms from around the world.
And maybe we can make another episode about international idioms.
That would be so fun.
Also, which of these 10 idioms was the weirdest to you? Let us know.
And if you have questions about how to use any of these, ask us in the comments.
We love hearing from you all. Your comments and questions help us make better episodes.
Absolutely. And remember, learning English is a journey. Don't worry if idioms seem confusing at first.
Yeah, even native speakers had to learn these. You're doing great.
Just keep listening, keep practicing, and soon these expressions will feel natural.
Before we go, quick reminder, if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends who are learning English.
And subscribe to Fluent English Podcast so you don't miss our next episode.
We release new episodes every week with topics just like this one.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
Until next time, keep practicing your English.
And don't kick the bucket.
Emma, that's dark.
Sorry, I had to.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.